What are you doing tonight? You got anything fun going on?
This is the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote.
Pardon it.
Here's your host, Greg Cote.
Yeti, before we let my dad in right now, I just want to let everyone know the Dolphins just almost won a game. They were up the whole game, 17-0, below a lead. And early in that game, Greg Cote was going to spin this. He was right, 2-3. He was going to rub it in everyone's faces that was panicking a couple weeks ago. And now he's been proven wrong. The Dolphins are 1-4. I can't wait to hear, Yeti, how he spins this.
I know.
Here he is right here.
It was against the Panthers, too.
It's against the Panthers. Go ahead, Greg. We just started the episode. I want to hear how you spin the Dolphins. Because you were... talk to me, Greg. Early in that game, they were almost 2-3.
Yes.
You were almost right. You were about to go into the Le Batard show this week and be like, everyone shut your mouth. You guys were all panicked, but now they're 1-4. Go ahead. Spin it.
Yeah.
Spin it.
Listen, everything does change. That's why I love football more than other sports, is that every result matters. It changes everything.
I'm wrong.
And when they're up 17-0, yes, I'm going, they're 2-3. You know what? They play the Chargers next. The Chargers just lost to the Giants. Then they get the Browns and the Falcons.
The Chargers are good. The Chargers right now are like whooping the Commanders' ass.
Okay. They blew it. They blew a 17-0 lead. They blew a later lead in the fourth quarter. Zero excuse for this performance. I wrote that it is, and read me in the Miami Herald online. I wrote that this is the worst performance of the season. It's worse than the opener in Indianapolis, which was so bad they had to fumigate the entire city by what the Dolphins left there. Okay? This was terrible. There's no excuse for it. They gave up more than 200 yards rushing to a guy named Rico Dowdle. There is zero excuse for this. This is the worst run defense in the history of football since people were wearing turtle shells for helmets, as I keep insisting on. I have no excuse. You can call me a homer. You can call me an apologist for the Dolphins. There is zero excuse for what happened today in Charlotte. It was awful. It was the worst ever. Hey, Grayson.
Wait, how are you calling yourself an apologist while ripping them?
Other people call me an apologist.
Oh, so you're
Dan Le Batard calling me a homer.
So you've come over to the dark side.
After this performance, yes, I have, because this was inexcusable.
So I have a question for you, Greg.
Yeah.
You have the famous headline. Are you ready to declare now for this season that this season is officially in the garbage?
Yes. Yeah, this season's over. They blew leads and they lost the season today in Charlotte. Okay, 1-4 teams on average across NFL history have a 7% chance of making the playoffs. This team is worse than most 1-4 teams.
No, but you don't get to do this. You were about to take a victory lap in the first quarter. That's it?
Over the Panthers.
I just explained this. Everything changes with one result.
But
right?
it's like, no, you don't get to do this. You don't get to slide away now and just be like, this team stinks. You've been carrying the flag for how good this team is. Look at me. I'm the jackass that went to a bar today dressed like this.
Dressed like an executive staff.
That's
what I mean.
Team executive.
Like, as much as I criticize this team, I want this team to be good.
Yeah.
And I go there and we're up 17-0, and I'm saying to my friends, my dad, God darn it, the only bad part about this is my dad gets now to be like, oh, the Dolphins are 2-3, like I said. But then they blow it.
I know. Listen.
Like, they stink. This team stinks.
Even when they're up 17-0, I am formulating in my mind a column I'm going to write. And it is with the caveat, okay? The caveat is, you beat a terrible team.
Yeah.
Okay? But a starving man begs, borrows, and steals for food, okay? Never has an animal in the wild who's parched and thirsty turned down a sip from a muddy pool, a muddy pond.
I don't know what that means. This team stinks. Let's bring mom in now. Go get mom.
Okay.
I want to let's who cares about the Dolphins? They stink.
I want to talk about FSU, but we'll get your mother first. Hang on.
Wow, you said something that clearly didn't go over very well. Now the chickens are coming home to roost. Somebody's gonna get a talking to.
And we're back. Mom, tell Dad what he up last episode.
This is unbelievable. I mean, I was compelled to call you, as you know, in real time, because I had been out of town and I'm listening to the podcast on my way back home from being out of town. And I hear the story of your interview with your dad and asking him questions. And he was right pretty much about the whole wedding thing, because I guess I was on that part. But then you asked him about your birth, right?
Yes.
About the firstborn's birth.
And before you reveal it, I did call him on what you're about to say. Remember, I was like 20 minutes.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
You did say that. But okay, just the brief recap is that he had said that he was not present when you were born.
Yeah.
And that he was in some other place.
Yeah.
And that 20 minutes later they brought him in.
That he didn't see me for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So to begin with, you were not born in the 50s where they come out and say it's a boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually was in the room the entire time. Okay, what they do is they get the woman ready who's having a C-section, then they bring the father in, and he is with me the entire time.
That's the exact way it was for me and Christy. Christy had a C-section.
It hasn't changed. They put the sheet up so you don't see the bad stuff.
Right.
And I have an idea about why he's decided he didn't see any of it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of gross. But anyway, so he was there the entire time. He was by my head the entire time.
Dad, you said 20 minutes until you saw me. You were in the room when I was born.
Okay. It's 37 years ago. I'm off by 20 minutes.
That's a big gap.
You said 20 minutes. I can't fathom the idea of 30 years from now, me telling a story where I don't remember I was in the room. Like it's like the most vivid memory that I have in my entire life.
Okay. So I made a mistake.
And honestly, let me tell you, more than you want to know, why I think he remembers he doesn't want to remember it, is that I think he peeked around the sheet.
Okay. I mean,
I was going to ask, I would have loved to find out that they had to get him because he was passed out for 20 minutes from the sight of blood.
Part of it. And he also used to always talk about how they thought they were going to lose him to begin with, that he was a little woozy. And so I think that he, in his mind, decided he didn't see anything. He wasn't there.
Look, I don't want to make it too graphic right now, but when I went to cut the fake umbilical cord, because they take the baby away, they cut the umbilical cord and then they take the baby away and you cut the other end of the umbilical cord, whatever. So when I'm making my way over to that way, I glanced right. So I saw way more.
I think it's like your internal organs, basically.
So I saw way more than I bargained for. A lot of red.
Yeah, oh, yeah. And so
a lot of red.
So did he. And he used to talk about that, but apparently not anymore.
Wow.
And 4 years later, the exact same damn thing happened, but I don't think he looked around the sheet that time. But
yeah.
Okay.
But it goes back to when you were like 5 or 6 and you were playing, football, and we had to take you because you got, you had a head injury and you had to have, you had to have 4 stitches on your up above your eyebrow.
And Dad fainted.
And they had to get him a chair because he was going to pass out. Okay.
Yeah. I remember the nurse saying, "Dad's about to pass out."
Oh man,
so embarrassing.
But you have to take an L here. You have to be like, "Wow, I botched this."
No, I take an L.
That's why I had to call him immediately. I thought, I do not want this kid to think that his father wasn't there, and his father was there the whole time.
Because isn't was skin to skin a thing in that day? Because nowadays they're like they want the baby. Relax. Nowadays, the father.
What you're talking about?
No, nowadays the father takes the shirt off and you put the baby on your chest right away. It's like a very important part of you put the baby with the father. It has the moment with the mom, and then it goes on the father's chest. And it's like the idea that they were just Greg is out there getting a soda at the vending machine.
Yeah,
he's trading Merino.
What were you doing? What were you doing for those 20 minutes in your mind?
I don't know. It's 37 years ago.
It's 38.
Whatever. What do I know? I'm sorry. I take the L. Your mother's right. She almost always is.
I don't know, but if it was important enough to call you.
Wow. My dad said he didn't see me for 20 minutes, and it turns out he was in the room when it happened.
Okay.
I think the bigger thing is he actually just admitted he was wrong.
Right?
Yeah,
This might be a first.
We didn't get it. You might be right, kid.
Right. This was a full-on, yes, I took the L. Wow.
I did.
Well,
Progress.
I mean, it's a big one.
Applaud that. Congrats, Greg.
Thank you.
I try to stick up for him some of the time, but that one was
I'm not going to lie. At the age you guys are, when I get a call from my mom in the afternoon, I'm like, this could be not good, but this one was funny.
Okay.
No, it was amazing. I called him once and he picked right up. It was amazing.
Mom, I answer all the time.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All right. Okay. Nice chatting with you.
I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right.
Take your chair back, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, I love when my dad's wrong. My mom was great there. I want to get to Gustav Forsling. Let's remind the audience, let's tell the audience that later in this episode, look, we do this podcast back and forth sometimes. Later in this episode, we're going to try to call my mom to talk about what we just talked about. All right? Shut the hell up, everyone. That conversation doesn't mean anything anymore. So when you get to it, just skip ahead 15 seconds. Anyways.
Okay.
They'll probably skip ahead anyway. Before we go to Forsling, your dad wants to talk FSU, and I've got a gripe of wrath. And we're having to do all this on the front end because you guys accidentally ended the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you realized after
No, we didn't accidentally end an episode. We know that we want to prioritize football.
My bad.
So we're talking football, and we just, that we did it exactly how we imagined it.
Okay, and by the way, stay around for Gustav Forsling because I don't think it was a fun conversation.
Delightful.
It was delightful.
No,
you don't have to be a puckhead. You don't have to be a hockey fan to dig this conversation. So stick around for this.
If you like sports, you're talking to a guy that was waived from a team and then went to another team and became one of the best defensemen in the league. He's a back-to-back champ. And we talk cooking with him. We talk fishing. We talk Panther fans. He gives an honest answer about something that's been a gripe for me. You want to talk about gripes? I've had a gripe with Panthers fans, and Gustav Forsling speaks to it in about 20 minutes.
Okay, but Canes FSU. Tell me your thoughts because I have a few.
The Canes won. Nothing really noteworthy to come from that game.
I didn't watch the game. Did the I saw the score at the end. I saw how things were progressing first half, second half. Did Miami, was it garbage time points, or did Miami actually almost give that one away?
No, it was garbage a little bit. Like the Canes got out to an early lead. The FSU, right. FSU never really had a chance of winning that game. They made it close at the end, I guess. But I will say, actually, the takeaway from that, Dad, is what a colossal collapse it will take at this point for UM not to get where they haven't been in a long time.
Okay.
That's honestly the big takeaway here. It's like FSU now 2 losses. Like, it's going to take some bad classic Miami losses, which it doesn't seem like this team is going to do.
No.
I will say, I'll give you that. I'll give you that this looks good for the Canes. I think that may be an obvious take, but that's the takeaway.
Well, what I wrote in my game column was that, here's what's possible for the Miami Hurricanes now that they've beat FSU in Tallahassee. What's possible is absolutely everything imaginable. Okay. Yeah. They don't have a ranked team on their schedule next. A 12-0 season is possible.
But they have a great resume because they've beaten like 4 ranked teams already. So it's like,
being a Florida State fan, that's what actually bothered me because they had not really played anybody.
I didn't even know Yeti was. I didn't know Yeti was a Florida State fan.
Oh, I've told the stories. Yeah, from my dad's side of the family. Yeah. Long stuff.
You loser.
Long history there. Yeah, that's right. But there is video of you cheering on Florida State at a bowl game.
Oh, well,
way back on your Instagram feed.
It was Michigan. So you know. It was Michigan, Florida State. Yeah. I got good tickets for my wife and her brother. I was with 3 Florida State fans.
Yeah, Chris was cheering on Florida State University
against Michigan in like a random bowl. Like, what am I gonna do?
I'm a Tar Heel fan too. We don't do that against Duke. Like, if an out-of-state team is playing Duke, no, we go for that out-of-state team.
Even if you're with your wife and 3 other Florida State fans.
Why would I marry a Duke fan? You know,
I don't believe you.
But yeah, like
I think
Florida,
Jane
FSU would not really play.
If Jane was a Duke fan, you still would have married her. Wow,
Ooh,
you should go tell her that.
Yeah,
non-committal.
That there's probably there would not have been a continued conversation.
Wow.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked. I don't want to talk about.
We're getting
FSU.
sidetracked. He is because he's an FSU fan. He's getting sidetracked.
I don't want to talk about FSU. Miami has 12-0 in their sights. They have an ACC championship, their first ever in their sights. Yeah. They have a national championship, in their sights.
But as we highlight their impressive resume, as they move into a lighter part, as they finish the season with a lighter part of their schedule. This is kind of where this is where they flourish in terms of blowing a season. Like they honestly have been fine against the good teams through the years. It's the Georgia Techs, it's the Syracuses, it's the and I know they look better this year than they have. I'm with you, but they let FSU creep back in. Like they're going to play a close game down the stretch here against somebody.
There's always Pitt.
No. And look, they have a couple of Louisville's not bad. SMU is not bad. They do have decent teams left on their schedule, but this is not the same team. Okay. This team is so much better than last year's team. Yeah. It's not even close.
All right.
They dominate on both sides of the line. Their offensive line is great. Their defensive line is great. That's where it starts.
Like Ruben Bain gives off, and I know he's going against college guys, but in the people, he gives off Aaron Donald.
Oh yeah,
the way he bounces off of offensive linemen in college,
right. He's an NFL player playing on Saturdays.
He's number one overall pick type stuff.
It could be definitely top 5 the way he's going. But I've believed in Miami the whole year, and you can't call me a homer for believing in the Hurricanes because they are really, really good.
No, you've thought, you are a homer. You just happen to be right this year.
Okay. That's fair. I'll take that.
Classic. Obviously.
Okay.
Let's get to Yeti's gripe of wrath.
Yes, this is just really an excuse for me to wish myself a happy birthday, but let's play it.
Annoyances, complaints, living as this guy can be a real pain in the ass, so buckle up, Buttercup. It's time for Yeti Plunk's Gripes of Wrath!
The fiscal year. I've been annoyed by the fiscal year for a while now, and it's time that I say something about it. The fiscal year is just another arbitrary thing that businesses and governments do so they can fudge their earnings numbers and wiggle out of some taxes. Kind of like handicapping golf or bowling scores. It's all just made up of a bunch of liars. Or lies. The U.S. government uses the October 1st through September 30th fiscal year, but some companies opt for a February 1 through January 31st year, just so they can, boast good first quarter sales or good sales numbers at the end of the year. Pick a damn calendar. The Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote, for obvious reasons, is partial to the Gregorian calendar, which is used by most countries in the world. However, if everyone gets to just make up their own year, we may as well develop the Cote calendar. One that bends time to where it doesn't matter if we're late to the studio. Maybe we even add a Greg Cote month to the Cote calendar. Who cares? No one else follows the standard, so why should we? And while we're on calendars, according to the Gregorian calendar, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are when we should all wish a happy 40th birthday to Mike Ryan, 45th birthday to me, and a happy 80th birthday to Uncle Dick Cote. What a great few days in history. But for my birthday, I just want everyone to pick the same damn calendar and call it a day. I'm Yeti Blanc, and those are my gripes of wrath. Back to you, Greg and Chris.
Dad, if you had to name a month, like a 13th month, what would are we just naming it Greg? I want you to right now, I want you to say January to December and just work in a Greg wherever you think.
Does it have to be at the end, like the 13th month? Or
is it just Greg?
Why wouldn't it be the first month, Chris?
No, to me it's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, Greg, August, September, October, November, December. Isn't that how that rolls right off the tongue?
It should be, yeah. And
or
just
go
make
ahead.
Make it Greg.
Where would
Let's
your
not
Greg
even
be?
elaborate.
Go ahead. Now you do yours.
January, February, March, April, Gregoire.
French, huh?
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Good twist, Dad, on the joke. I like.
Are there any
good.
federal holidays in Gregoire?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
it's actually the entire month off for everybody. Like it's just a weird month where everyone's off.
There is, yeah. It's unfortunately it's not football season, or there would be a PFPI day. Like a day to celebrate the history and
Memorial
lore.
Day, where we celebrate Nana and Pop.
Yes.
I
like it. Uncle Dick Day.
Well, relax. He's still with us.
True, but
he's 80.
That's why we should celebrate while he's still here.
Yes. All right. Can we get to Gustav Forsling?
All right.
Yes, please. He's great. Love him. Thank you, Gustav.
Or
let's go.
Can we get to the beginning of the original episode?
Let's get out of this hat and talk some frickin' Panthers.
Please. Christopher, I'm very excited about what we're about to do because we don't have that many Panthers players on because, you're a bigger hockey fan than I am, I admit. But the Panthers are the best team in town. And we have on a legit star player, in my opinion, the defenseman Gustav Forsling, I think is the secret sauce to this team. I think he's one of the top 6 players.
He's one of the 19 guys we have signed for about 8 years.
Yes, that's true. God bless Bill Zito.
I might ask him that. I might start there. Just like, are you guys going to get sick of each other? There are so many of you locked up for a lot of years.
Yeah, like 8 years. It's almost unheard of, actually. But he's going to join us today. We're doing this Friday. He's going to join us today. But we come out on Monday, one day before the Panthers open the season, this coming Tuesday against the Chicago Blackhawks, his former team. So that's exciting. You know what else is exciting to me? Uncle Dick, it's his birthday. We alluded to it last week. Now it's happening. My older brother, my only brother, is coming into town for a golf and celebration weekend because he's turning 80. I can't wait to talk to him about how it feels to be 80. What do you think of that?
I mean, I love Uncle Dick. And I can't, it makes me feel old. You must feel old. I mean, 80. Wow.
Yeah. No, it is. It does make me feel old. I can't believe I have a brother that old. That's my thought. But I wanted to give a belated thanks to Stugotz for last week joining us because it was pointed out to me that we didn't once on the episode mention his podcast or anything like that.
Did he mention this to you?
No, he did not, but others have. And his podcast, his main podcast now is called Stugotz and Company. It used to be called Stupidity, but very quietly he sort of rebranded into Stugotz and Company. But he's also got God Bless Football, of course. Is that all? Are those his 2 podcasts?
So he went from the clever Stupidity to Stugotz and Company.
Yes. Yeah. Although, as someone hosting the Greg Cote show, I don't like to make fun of other people for...
Well, I mean, you have, we have something on this show that is it's very creative. I haven't seen a lot of people do what we do on this show.
Yeah. You mean the Greg Cote show with Greg Cote?
Right. I mean, that's most people are just so obnoxious that they only put their name once.
Yeah. The Tony Kornheiser show with Tony Kornheiser, featuring Tony Kornheiser. That would be the way to do it.
Yeah.
I want to talk for a second about the Red Fayford incident.
Give a little context because I'm on the show and I hardly know what you're talking about.
Okay. Not an incident, but a mystery.
Is this the bully? The guy that
yes.
you wrote for your high school newspaper, the player that we thought lifted you up and bullied you for writing mean things about the team.
Right. Yeah. And the reason I thought that was that literally was the only name I could remember from a guy who played on that team 50 years ago. Okay. And I was right because Yeti researched and tracked down Red Fayford.
Wow.
Who still lives in the area.
I think I'd rather talk to him than Gustav Forsling.
Okay. He still lives in the area. Maybe we can have him on in the future, but he mentioned that, and he's 72 now. He's a year older than I am. And he mentioned that, I don't remember. I don't remember, bullying anybody or pinning somebody up against a water cooler. So
By the way,
I may have misremembered.
By the way, we were getting Gustav Forsling right after a practice here, and I just got an email that they're still on the ice, so it's going to be a few minutes delayed. So I hope you have some good content for the people before we get to
Yes, that's not a problem. But I apparently misremembered implicating Red Fayford in something that he wasn't involved in. But I would like to have him on just to ask him, do you remember that some nerdy kid in the high school paper was writing nasty things about the football team? Okay, that's the only question I have for him.
Yeah.
Other than, how you doing, Red? I love people named Red.
That can't be his actual name, right?
No, it can't. That's always a nickname.
What is Red? Is Red kind of like Dick is Richard? Like, is Red short for something? Maybe
I don't
Fred?
think so.
We just take the F away?
No.
Fred?
I think Red can be a nickname for anything.
Like
you
Red.
can be you could be a Red.
I always hated that.
Yeah.
Like if
I
someone,
would too.
if someone's like, "Hey, Red," I've always hated Red, and I've always hated Big Guy. What's up, Big Guy?
I don't mind Big Guy because I'm not a big guy.
Nah, but I'm not tall. So if someone hits me with Big Guy, they're going fat. So that's why it just always kind of rubs me the wrong way when someone hits me with a Big Guy.
Okay. See, if somebody calls Brad Williams Big Guy, then you're insulted.
See, now you're doing the thing that Dan, you just did what Brad Williams hates that Dan does every once in a while.
I know.
You needed like a reference for something small, and you're like, Brad, like, don't do that. Like, it's not cool.
All right. I
think it genuinely bothers Brad. He hasn't said that to me, but it's just a feeling I've gotten.
Okay, he's probably right, but you got to keep in mind.
If you were referenced every time they're like an old guy who coughs a lot with a terrible voice, and they're like the Greg Cote, like that over time, that would probably annoy you.
Okay, but you got to keep in mind, one of my great little people friends of all time, John Wolin, God bless him,
don't give me your bona fides. Okay, first of all, just use a normal short person. That's what you should do for these references. You don't need to go for the people like go for just a short. Like you're short, like you're small and you're normal size. So
I'm 5'9".
I'm just saying you should feel more embarrassed. Like at least, the people you're bringing in here were born that like you're just a short normal person.
Okay, you're right. When I was bringing up Red Fayford, it reminded me that you mentioned that your mother was all mad at me because apparently I misremembered a few things from your interview with me last week.
That's good, actually. I wanted to have her on. You know what? Let me see actually if she can join right now.
Because, it's 50 years ago. Like, I don't remember every detail about my wedding day. I'm sorry. I didn't even remember it was cold. She said it was a really cold day. I didn't remember that.
No. There's one of the details here. It had nothing to do with your wedding day. It was another important event in your life that we talked about. And you just got something that you would have thought was very important to you insanely wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
I'm gonna I want to fill for another minute or two. I want to see if Mom can join us.
Okay.
If not, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I got anything horribly wrong.
And you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a nominee. This is out of the blue, but I have a nominee for the official Chilean American actress of the Dan Le Batard Show.
What?
You heard me.
Say it again?
The official Chilean American actress of the Dan Le Batard Show.
Not the
Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Okay. There is a popular Chilean American actress who goes by the stage name Coté de Pablo.
Really?
Yes. Coté de Pablo.
Yeti, let's see if you can show a picture of this person for the
I Googled her
audience.
I Googled her and she comes up. A woman named Coté de Pablo.
Coté de Pablo.
Yes.
And where's she from?
I think Pablo should find out how popular she is and whether she's actually a big name.
And where is she from?
Well, she's Chilean American. I think she's a bigger name in Chile than she is in this country.
Should I call Pablo right now and just get his reaction? See if he answers?
Yeah, you could do that. How come your mother's not picking up?
That's a good question. I never call Pablo. He's going to be like, what is this?
I know why. Because she's out to lunch probably. He's not going to pick up.
He's too big for me.
He's too big.
This Clipper story's changed him.
Ever since he broke the Clipper story, he's too big.
Yeah. He's like, I can't be blindsided with something. He's like, Dan probably wants something. I'm busy. It's Friday.
He's Bigfooting us.
He'll probably text me. He'll probably hit me.
That's cool.
He'll probably hit me with text,
Yeah. No, that's cool.
But I guess I emailed Mom's a Zoom link. I'm just going to call her right now. Screw it.
Yeah, just call her. We don't need her on Zoom. You're just going to ask her one quick question. She delights in embarrassing me.
Telephone number.
Wow.
9.
Just
she's at the lunch.
Just getting big time by everyone right now.
She parties. They party on a Friday in that law firm.
Really?
Yeah, they party on a Friday. She's going straight from work on Friday to some party thing where not a party,
like
but
a happy hour, Dad.
Yeah, like a happy hour. That's the phrase I was looking for.
You're so unsocial that you don't even remember what happy hours are.
I know. I really don't.
You went to a happy hour.
I can't remember.
You have happy hour every afternoon in your garage. A sad, lonely happy hour.
I do most of it. They say that that's one of the signs of alcoholism when you drink alone.
I picture a sad, just you open the Miller Lite and just a sad to nobody in the garage, just a little lift of a just kind of cheersing yourself, cheersing your sadness.
You know what I do in my garage?
I don't want to know, honestly.
Okay. The garage door is always open, right?
Which
okay,
side?
so
like to the house, or you mean the front, the big one to the street?
Yeah, the big garage door. Okay, so I'm in my garage, and usually on a weekend, like on a Friday, I'll be out there at 5:00 with a beer in my hand, right?
You're so full of it that you think that's the only day you're out there at 5:00.
And that's when everybody's coming home from work and everything. And so I don't want people. This is a true story. I don't want my neighbors coming home from work to glance into my open garage and just see me sadly standing there drinking a beer.
Listening to your podcast for the 7th time that week.
So what I
really do think, though, people assume you're just doing like housework.
Yeah. Or important stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Important stuff.
In your garage, you're doing one of two things. You're either drinking, not you, I mean people in general. This is a people in general. If I'm in my garage, I'm doing one of two things. I'm either drinking or I'm TCBing, taking care of some business. What needs to be my little nook and cranny? I need an extension cord. I need to, put this away. I'm getting ready for company this weekend. I'm rearranging.
Okay. I'm glad you said TCB. I thought for a minute you were going to say THC.
That falls into the drinking category.
Yes, because here's what happens. When I hear a car coming into my neighborhood and passing my garage, I pretend to be on the phone. Like I'm listening to my podcast or I'm listening to music.
You go, oh,
yes,
great.
Yes. And I embellish it with a hand gesture. I pretend to be saying, yeah. I go like this and I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you what, because you only have to have 2 or 3 seconds of filler for the car to pass by.
That is so sad.
It is sad. It's pathetic, but I do it anyway. Is Gus Forsling, do you call him Gus or is it always Gustav?
I think you start there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
The funny answer would be, it's Mr. Forsling to you.
I would be like, what do your friends call you? I feel like we're friends.
That's funny. I could do that. I feel like we should get dad jokes out of the way while we're waiting.
All right, fine.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you excited?
No, but let's do it.
Dad jokes.
He's always kind of thinking that his puns are in vogue. He cracks himself up like an egg with a yolk. And now Chris's morale is broke. Dad jokes.
Number 3. Why didn't the food on the small aircraft taste good?
I don't know.
It was a little plain.
Okay.
Not bad, right?
Not great.
Number 2. What is a dog's least favorite kind of currency?
I don't know.
A pound.
That's fair. That's good.
Number 1. Why is the piano so hard to open?
Because the key's inside. The keys are inside.
I'm going to give you half credit. The answer is it has 88 keys.
But they're all inside. But they're all like...
Well, again, you had a good answer, but it wasn't the answer.
Okay.
Okay. You want to do 3 Facts Jack or no?
You don't want to save him for Gus?
Oh, no. I don't know Gus well enough to subject him to that. No.
Do you think, because there's a movie growing up, I think it's Benchwarmers? It's like a stupid comedy with David Spade, the guy from Napoleon Dynamite, and Rob Schneider, and where they, like, the 3 of them as adults play, like, baseball games versus a bunch of little league teams.
Right.
Where it's like a group of 3 men, one's a pitcher, one's a catcher, and one's in the outfield. And they somehow, like, are successful in little league against full, like, travel teams because Rob Schneider is such a good pitcher. But
that's hard to believe.
It's a terrible. It's not terrible. It's a stupid premise, but it's actually a funny movie. And there's a guy, Gus, in the movie, and at one point somebody gives him the nickname Gus Bus. I guarantee you, Gustav Forsling has just, like, he might not know the reference. I guarantee you somebody has, like, I'm wondering if he's aware of the phrase Gus Bus and where it comes from.
Okay. I want you to bring that up to him.
I feel like I'm just setting myself up for him to just be like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me too. That would be my exact reaction. A guy from Sweden does not know what Gus Bus means.
Are you going to do the thing where you just ask him about Barkov?
Eventually.
Why?
I
just feel like that's just like, we're going to, like, we know what he's be like.
Okay.
Yeah, the next man up. We got a lot of guys in this room, and there's no one person that can replace Barkov, but collectively we're going to try our best.
Okay. I hope his answer is better than yours just was. Because as Paul Maurice said, and I give Paul Maurice credit, he said something to the effect, it's always the next man up mentality. But here, in this case, there is nobody to fill Barkov's skates.
But
which I thought was a great quote.
But there's no other team in the NHL more equipped to hold the fort down for a guy like Barkov than the Panthers. This is this is a deep team.
Oh, I know. It's great. I mean, Forsling, he would be the best, maybe not the best, but he would be one of the top 2 or 3 players on a lot of teams. And on this team, he's, I don't think I think he's underrated.
But personally. I think if you look at positions, though, he's our best defender. So, like.
Yeah. But I think Ekblad, because he's been with the team so long and he's an assistant captain, I think Ekblad sort of gets more credit as being the top defenseman, unless you really follow the Panthers closely.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
Gustav's had, like, the best plus minus in the league, like, the last 2 seasons.
Right.
He is, like, he just got the new deal. I think Gustav Forsling is in. I think a couple years ago you would have been right. I think now he's the guy.
Now Mikkola just got the new deal. When did Forsling sign his deal? It was a year ago, right?
Yeah, Forsling, I believe, around this time last year. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I am also curious. They call him, like, I know he's supposedly, like, they do this in hockey of he's a great skater. Like, I assume all hockey players are great skaters.
Right.
But apparently Forsling's better than others. So I'm just curious, like, at practice, is he out there, like, doing, like, like, can he do, like Olympic skating type stuff?
Yeah.
Like, are we that good of a skater?
Like ballet moves.
Yeah, or whatever they're called.
Like could he be, when you're a great NHL skater like Forsling, are you equipped to make a very easy transition into figure skating?
I think that's where we should go with it, of asking him who on the Panthers, and I think it might be you because everyone talks about your great skating, who would make the best figure skater?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's hard hitting. That's not a question you hear asked very often in interviews. Can I take a quick break and go do something about my voice?
You know what? Let's just take a break, and we'll be right back with Gustav Forsling.
A birthday for me is a birthday for you. The sound of my voice is a dream come true. The greatest of gifts that could be. Happy birthday from me to me. A birthday for me is a time full of love. A present bestowed as I fell from above. To make all the world full of glee. So we're speaking with Gustav Forsling, the Florida Panthers defenseman supreme, and I feel like that should be your actual title of your position, defenseman supreme, because you are one of the.
It's a bit wordy.
It's a bit wordy, but this guy's one of the cornerstones of the two-time defending Stanley Cup champs. Gustav, first of all, do your friends call you Gustav, Gus, or Mr. Forsling?
I mean, it's a lot of different ones, but Forsy and Gustav, whatever works.
Okay.
Now, Gustav, you just got done with practice. I'm wondering. Everyone talks about the shape you're in and how fit you are. What is a practice day or a game day in terms of meals before and after? What are we eating on days where we're working?
Usually, or not usually, but I pretty much always eat 3 eggs and maybe today was a little bacon, just eggs and some fruit mostly. Okay. So, and I just had lunch, so I just had chicken, little potatoes, just beans.
Yeah. So we're keeping it relatively clean. What does a day, we just won the cup. We're like a week or two into winning the cup. I'm letting loose here for a few weeks. Like, what are we eating on, like, if you want to really get after it?
If I really want to treat myself, I would go pizza, I think. Yeah, a pizza.
Yes.
Sweets. I love sweets, but I think I prefer food before sweets, to be honest. I would rather have a big steak than dessert, probably.
Wow. What do you have on your pizza?
So I usually do, if I would do here, I would probably have some hot sausage on.
There we go.
Mushrooms. I like actually back home in Sweden we have a pizza called like a Hawaii, so that's pineapple and ham usually, and that's and I usually do some ranch on there too.
Oh, thank you.
Ranch.
Good. No,
wow, I never heard of ranch dressing on a pizza.
That's your way. That's a very common thing, Dad. You're off on that. That's a thing. That's a thing.
Gustav, how often do you get back to Sweden, and what was your cup day like? Was it in Sweden or here?
No. So this year we stayed the whole summer here. We usually go home every summer as much as we can, but this year we had our second kid or at the end of July, so we couldn't travel, so we stayed all summer here. And
congrats.
had a cup day too here.
Are you able to sleep? How are we sleeping right now?
I mean, it's a lot, but my wife is the best. So she takes care of the little one, and then I got the other one more, and he sleeps through the night pretty good.
We were talking about the fans earlier and how this fan base. I was watching the Panthers doc that just came out, and you guys give a lot of love that the fan base has gotten smarter, better at understanding the game. Like the barn gets going. I'm wondering around town, are you noticing you can't walk around as easy as you could a couple years ago?
For sure. I think you get a little more recognized at restaurants and stuff like that, which it's cool. Like I've only been here 5 years now, 5 years, and you could see a huge difference from when first I got here. No one would ever no one would recognize me my first 2-3 years at least.
Wow. So you could walk through the Sawgrass Mills Mall, and if you weren't wearing your jersey, nobody would recognize you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And nowadays, do you ever get, because a couple of the guys on the team, you guys, not that you guys look the same, but a few of you have similar looks. So I'm wondering if you ever get like, hey, Anton, or Luce Durant, like how often are you getting misunderstood out?
More Lundell, I would say. Yeah, me and Lundell.
Gustav, you began your career in Chicago, the team that you open up against on Tuesday, and you had a brief time with Carolina, and then they waived you. And then this was 2021, I think. And the next day, you were signed by Florida. What was that like, being waived and then being signed right away? And at that time, the Florida Panthers weren't what they are now. I mean, when you're going to Florida, all of a sudden, what are you thinking at that point in your career?
To be honest, I was just very, very grateful to get another shot in the NHL. That was my mindset. I remember telling my wife, like, we were driving down because we drove down that the same day you get picked up. So we drove down. It was like 11 hours, and I just remember like, this is it. This is the opportunity we needed, and I'm gonna take it. So I remember that day very, very much.
Does your confidence get shook at that time? Because you are now one of the best defensemen in the NHL. So at that time, are you thinking, I'm going to be one of the best, or are you just like, I just want to be, I'll take being a third liner at this point? Like at that point, are your expectations limited because you got waived, or are you still thinking I can be what I am now?
I think it's a little mixed of both, but you always believe that you can be a top defenseman. But I mean, at that point, I took whatever. I just wanted another chance, because in Carolina, I never really got a good chance to even play for them. So and then COVID hit that year too. I remember, and I was close to going back home to Europe just to play some hockey, so it was a cool experience.
Now, every time we're watching a Panthers broadcast or listening to Panthers fans, everyone talks about Gustav Forsling, one of the best skaters in the league. Now, I'm a novice. Like, I love hockey, but I'm a little bit of a novice. I thought everyone who played hockey was a good skater. So I'm wondering, like, what is it about your skating that makes you a, quote, great skater?
I don't know. I think, skating is something I've been doing since I was a little kid. And I think back home in Sweden, I think that was our foundation. That's what we started with. We didn't really start with a puck. I remember before and after every practice, my first two coaches, they were very specific that you have to learn how to skate first. And you hated it back then, but now I'm very grateful I did it. But we didn't bring out the pucks the first like 15 minutes of the practice. It was just skating. So I think that's where it started.
And if we're talking best skaters on the team and in the league, like who on the Panthers would make the best figure skater if we had to switch? Okay, like is this you? Because everyone talks about your skating.
No, I don't think. I think. We got a lot of good skaters. I think one guy, Bokus.
He could crush it, like a nice twirl or something.
He's very smooth out there, so I think he would be good.
You just asked a figure skating question.
Oh, I mean, everyone talks about how great a skater. When I think of great skating, I think of figure skating. So I just wanted to.
That's true.
Okay. Gustav, when you go back to Sweden, now that's a hockey country. When you go back home these days, as a two-time Stanley Cup champion, how is that different from you? I mean, you must be treated like royalty now, like somebody who's just at the absolute top of this beloved sport, as opposed to earlier in your career when you went home, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little different. For sure, in my hometown, people recognize me before, but I think it's even more so now. So it's I haven't, like I said, I wasn't home this summer, so I don't know exactly, but I think it's fun. It's not a big city. I think we're 100,000 in my hometown, so it's not too big. So everyone kind of knows. It's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of kids too. I usually go at the hockey schools, like summer camps, and I usually show up there and they love it. So it's great.
I have to ask you a question that's a little bit off the beaten path, and you're young. This may be a question that would be better for your parents, but and I'm serious here. When you're Swedish,
you're going to ask about ABBA, aren't you?
I am. When you're Swedish, is it almost like a national law that you have to be a fan of ABBA?
You can call him old, Gustav.
I don't think you have to, but they're so good, so everyone loves them anyways. I think you don't have to be a Swede for that.
Okay. What's your favorite ABBA song? Because my two are Dancing Queen and Waterloo.
Yeah, I mean, Dancing Queen.
It's a banger.
It's one of the best for sure.
Have you ever seen them in concert? See, I'm a fanboy. We were on a cruise ship a couple of years ago, and ABBA was not on, but there was an ABBA, fake band.
That's not ABBA. A cover band? A cover band?
A cover band, but they were great.
You're wasting this man's
time. The ABBA cover
time.
band was great. And I'm just wondering if you've ever seen ABBA.
No, I haven't, but I would love to at some point. But I'm a little too young to.
Yes.
In the prime.
While we're here, have you heard the new Taylor Swift album? Geez.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
It's pretty good. I haven't got through all of it yet, but it's, a couple bangers on there for sure.
Gustav, I need to ask you the one question about what sort of overshadowing this season. You guys are trying to become the first triple 3-time in a row champion in the NHL in more than 40 years, since before most of you guys were born. And you have to do it without Barkov. And you have to do it. You're missing Tkachuk for the first couple of months of the season. How tough is that? And what does that do to the team's mindset? Like, what has Paul Maurice's message to you guys been, given the fact that Barkov is out all season and Tkachuk is sidelined for a good while?
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's Barkey and Chucky are two players that are very hard to replace, and they're still around here. Like today, both are here, so they're still around and helping us outside. But on the ice, other guys are going to have to step up, and I think we have that depth in our team. Everyone can step up and play bigger minutes and bigger roles, and I think it's going to show. I think it's going to be a great test for us, and I think it's going to help us at the end come playoff time. That's the ultimate goal. We want to get into playoffs, and anything could happen there. Like I said, I think you need ups and downs because that's how playoffs are. So you're getting that experience in the regular season, and it's going to be fun.
Go ahead.
Chrysler, you had a question?
Oh, well, I want to know, this is like a ridiculous question, and this might be it. Doing this interview might be it. What's the most annoying thing about being a back-to-back champion?
To be honest, I don't think it's anything. You can't, nothing's annoying about it. I would love to do it again.
What have we eaten out of the cup?
What's that?
Your second time around, have you eaten? Everyone does their own thing with the cup. Have you put any food in there? What have we eaten out of the cup?
So the first year I did, my mom always bakes these cinnamon buns. So it's a Swedish classic tradition, and we did it this year again. So they flew over from Sweden, and we just did it here. So
I'm in a very rabid Panther fan group chat where I put in, guys, I'm talking to Gustav. I just wanted to seem cool, if I'm being honest, in this group chat. But I let everybody know I was talking to you. Any questions for them? And a lot of the similar questions here, I'm going to kind of sum them up. A lot of them saying, how are you? Why are you? When did you become so? How handsome you are is a big topic in my group chat. What's your secret? Like, just how did you become so handsome? Anything you can give for the folks?
No, nothing.
Just being good, you. That's
good
it.
Genetics, probably.
How do you answer that question? Why are you so handsome?
Maybe like the certain hairy product he uses. He could. I'm just looking for little pointers here or there.
I'm sorry, I got no secrets.
Is there a face routine, like a face load?
Absolutely no. The opposite. I'm doing negative.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is just. And now one more fan-based question. This gets our group chat off. We fly off the handles because we don't like this. And obviously you're not going to rip the fans, but I'm wondering if the players ever discuss or are curious why the fan base still, during the national anthem, shouts "Night."
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Maybe we can stop it this year.
I'm telling you, I'm a season ticket holder. I try to do my part. Anytime I hear someone do it, I'm like, he's not on the roster. Guys, I get it. At the beginning of last season, he was at least still on the roster, but not playing. That's true. And now it's just, can we at least yell Jones at the night part? Because that's what we got for him. But it's just,
Anything.
Let's get it together, guys. Our fan base, we've come a long way. Let's take that final step and stop yelling night. You could agree.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and nothing against Spencer Knight personally.
No. I miss Spencer. I think he's going to turn out to be a good goalie, but I think it was obviously Seth Jones. Great move. But I don't know. We love Spencer, but it's like he's not here anymore, guys. That's it. It's
absolutely. I'm with you.
Thank you.
Gustav,
we're going to get you out of here soon, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you put into words for us how close this team is? Because that's always been a mantra, and Paul Maurice talks about it a lot, how off the ice on non-game days, you guys are tight. On road trips, everyone's together, doing stuff together, making each other laugh, keeping it loose. Can you put into context and words what that feels like to be on a team like this that doesn't just win on the ice, but that has fun?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of why we're winning too. I think if you like the guys you're around, you're gonna compete harder for them and play harder for them. And we really love spending time together, and we have a lot of fun. And I think when you work as hard as we do on the ice, you gotta be able to have some fun off the ice, because you earn that. You earn that right to have fun outside. So I think that's a big part of it. You work hard on the ice, you're allowed to have fun outside.
Who's the guy that didn't want to go to Blizzard? Who's like, guys, I know it's a thing. I know the internet's doing this. I'm not in the mood for a Blizzard right now.
I think that was me, actually. I actually had one after the playoffs, and that was my first ever, and it was incredible.
I mean, it's great. I mean, if you can go upside down, right? I mean, what's better than that?
Yeah, it was delicious, and they had some fun. They chirped me a little bit because I never had one before, so it was a lot of fun.
Gustav, I'm wondering, athletes are always looking for like a psychological edge. And in this case, as a two-time defending champion, you guys can't play the underdog card, the us against the world card necessarily. But in this case, with Barkey gone for the entire season and missing Tkachuk for so long, there is an element of people are doubting us now. Instead of being the Stanley Cup favorite, I know you probably don't follow betting odds, but you're the seventh team now in the Stanley Cup betting odds. So there is a little bit of element of having to prove to the doubters that you guys can still be champions. What would you say to the people who are like, no Barkov, forget the Panthers. They're going to be good, but they're not going to be great like usual.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I didn't even know where we were ranked or so, but I know what kind of players we have in here and in our locker room, and we're basically the same team as last year, so I don't see why we couldn't do it again. And I think we even have more experience, and I think that's what people said last year. We won it, and then they're not going to be as hungry as last year, and we still won it last year again. So I wouldn't doubt us again. And I mean, we have so many good players. It's not one player that does one team. We have a whole team.
We're going to get you out of here on this. We really appreciate your time. Before you joined us, my dad and I were talking about our algorithms on social media, where it's just like all I see is a guy making an omelet and then a bear jumping through a video. Like, what do you see a lot of hockey stuff? Is it fitness? Like, I don't even know if you do social media at all, but like when you're just every once in a while just getting one of those doom scrolls on, like what kind of stuff is popping up on your feed?
So yeah, during the season I usually delete all my social media, but right now in the summer I'm usually I got a lot of fishing and a lot of like food recipe, like food guys cooking food or just recipes overall. I'm big into cooking food and fishing. So
you're okay with the recipes because we've had some cooking competitions on our show, and people have criticized people for following. I think following a recipe is fine, right?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of following. My wife is more following them strictly. I like to just
get inspired.
I look at the recipe and then I get my own ideas.
I like that.
If you had to impress me with a meal, and if like me and you were going to be great friends, and you're like, "Oh, Chris is coming over, and I'm going to make something," like, what are you cooking up?
I mean, I've been doing a short rib that you boil for a very long time. I boiled it last week. I did it for 4.5 hours. I had it in the oven, but like you sear it first, obviously, and then you reduce it with some red wine.
This
and
guy knows.
This guy.
Yeah, this guy.
It's pretty good, and I like that feeling that it's cooking and you're doing the other stuff. I like that feeling.
I love when you can clean up while the thing's finishing. So like by the time
I love that. Exactly, kitchen is clean after, and you're. Yeah.
This guy, he's using the phrase "reduce it with some red wine."
This
That's
guy's
a culinary
put something low and slow in the oven, going out on the boat, doing some fishing. Who's the Panther player that thinks he's a good fisherman, but he's got some stuff to learn?
Verhage for sure.
Yeah. He wants to be part of the fun. Wants to be part of the fun.
He's actually the guy who's most interested now in fit, or he's got the most time because he doesn't have kids. So he's just bought a boat and all this stuff, and he's getting good at it. So I like it.
Well, thank you, Gustav, for joining us. Good luck this season. As a Panthers fan, thank you for the last few years. Keep it rolling.
Yes, thank you.
With all these 8-year contracts, I don't know how this team's going to look in 7 years, but the next 4, we're going to crush it.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Gustav.
Oh, I'm telling you, if I could kiss somebody through a Zoom, I would have kissed Gustav Forsling. I love him. I love this team. I'm so excited that hockey is back. Dad, did you see? I know we have opening night for the Panthers tomorrow.
Yes,
on Tuesday. But this past week, in a preseason game, there was like a record for penalty minutes. Greer was going after Hagel. I saw Fat Pat, who does TV now, used to be a Lightning, was calling the Panthers out of line. And it's just a preseason game. We are so back.
I love it. That you got to get that on. You got to get your fight on, man.
You think game 1 you could just start fighting people? No, you got to practice fighting.
You got to practice the right hook as much as the the slap shot.
What I would pay to have Gustav Forsling cook me a meal.
Yes, right. He should do that for charity.
God, it must be so nice to be rich. Just the way he's like, oh, Verhage, he likes fishing, so he bought a boat.
Yeah.
And it's just like, these guys are just like, oh, I have this house in the water in Fort Lauderdale. I should buy a boat. Hey, I think I want a boat. And then he just gets one. And now if Carter Verhage didn't have a boat before and just has a boat.
He has a boat. He's now a boat owner. Okay.
A boner.
A boner. Yeah, Gustav was great, and we thank the Panthers for hooking us up with him.
Great lighting.
Yeah. Okay, we can't nitpick. He was good. Thank you. I gotta do 3 facts, Jack. I'm sorry. I just have to.
There are 3 things that interest him, so sit right back for 3 facts, Jack.
And they're award-winning this time. I anticipate awards rolling in for these. Number 3. The first interracial kiss shown on network TV was in a 1968 episode of Star Trek when Captain Kirk kissed Uhura, a black crew member.
Oh, I'm just picturing like your household at that time and Pop, your dad, saying "baby," and that's where you got it from. Where did you get? Where'd you get "baby" from?
Baby.
That might be just a Greg Cote, or did you get that from most of your things you've stolen from other people? I think that might just be a Greg Cote thing.
It could be baby. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that. Number 2.
How do you research yourself?
I will. For one, when I see my brother this weekend, I'll ask him if he remembers. That's something.
I don't know, man.
Number 2, since the mid-90s in M&M ads, the yellow peanut M&M has been voiced by veteran actor J.K. Simmons.
I think I knew that.
Okay. Number 1, in the late 1800s, baseball home plate umpires would call games while sitting in a rocking chair 20 feet behind the plate. Never knew that.
Probably got it right just as often as today.
Yeah, exactly. No technology there to save them either. I think that's it.
I mean, my pants are off. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I had a great time.
You really are. You're on cloud 9 as we speak.
You really are. Was your response?
Yeah, you're on cloud 9. You literally are on cloud 9. I hate it when people misuse the word literally.
Let's go.
So thank you, Gustav Forsling.
Let's go get some water.
Yes, please. My voice is just terrible. I apologize for that.
Man.
I know. But thanks, Pod Family, for joining us. That kind of thing and so forth. Really appreciate you. You've been great lately. Our podcast is taken off like a jet airliner with Steve Miller singing us as we traject up to the skies. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week.
You think Gustav liked me?
Yes, very much so. There was a chemistry there.
Like, do you think he was thinking, like, to the rep with the Panthers, like, reach out to that guy. I want to be friends with him.
Yeah, there were sparks flying. He's already going over his menu.
Like, when I said, I'm going to come over, I'm going to be friends, you're going to cook me something, like, he had, like, a big nod going. Like, he was like, yes, good, I want that.
As we speak, he is getting your phone number, and you will receive a text from Gustav. Don't call me Gus. Gustav. And he'll invite you over.
I should have known it was Forzy. Forzy's like, they're big into nicknames, hockey guys.
They all have a nickname. Yeah. You put a Y on the end of anything, and it's a nickname, right? Greggy.
Cody.
Yeah, Cody, right? Cody's a nickname.
See you later.
Cote Man.
See ya.
That's right. See ya.